Green. This is Eagle 102 KJFM, Louisiana, Bowling Green. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Good evening and welcome to Elsberry High School tonight. Mark Pronick, Jim Ross here at the home of the Indians as they host the Bowling Green Bobcats varsity men's basketball here tonight. And the boys varsity just got done, Jim, 45-32. Bowling Green a winner over that one. Also tonight, the Elsberry girls varsity team defeated Wright City down at Wright City High School 45-37. So a lot of basketball around the area tonight, and should be a fun one. Going to be a physical game, I think, here tonight.
I would think so. You mentioned it. We're in the heat of conference season right now, and everybody's going to play on Tuesdays and Fridays. And with the weather we had last week, a lot of teams are going to play on Wednesdays and Saturdays too. You know, so a lot of basketball to go in these next 2 weeks before the district tournaments start. Actually, one of them starts on the 19th, Saturday the 19th. They can all start then in the first three classes. Bowling Green, of course, in Class 4 this year, and they're a week behind all of the other schools in our area. But, yeah, we're in the heat of it right now, and this game tonight, a very important game for Elsberry as they lead the league right now. And but they've still got this game, a game with Montgomery County left, and then a couple other conference games. I think maybe Mark Twain and Silex left as well. So they still have 5 games left on their conference schedule. And Bowling Green, they're getting better. I think they won the other night at Silex, 61-47. And Elsberry played one of those Saturday games. They got a really good road win at North Callaway on Saturday. They won 55-51, and kind of give you the scoring comparison. Back on the 25th, North Callaway beat Bowling Green in overtime, 69-63. So Bowling Green's been playing good teams close lately and winning some games. They've won 3 in a row. Elsberry's won 5 in a row, so we ought to see something good here tonight.
Elsberry and Bowling Green set to do battle. We'll start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Eisenbath Auto and Supply, Remax Realty Shop Agent Kelly Crane, and the Cross Lumber Company in Vandalia.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Getting ready for Bowling Green and Elsberry from Elsberry High School tonight. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross, and talking a little while ago with Coach Caleb Johnson. This is kind of the big climax to this climb that they've had under Coach Johnson. They've been they started off bad a few years ago, and they've steadily been progressing, and now an 18-4 record. And they've got their seeding meeting for the districts coming up on Saturday, and he's hoping for, maybe expecting a top 2 seed in that district with Louisiana.
Yeah, that's an interesting district because it's got 2 or 3 teams out of the St. Louis area, Luther North and Brentwood. Luther North historically is a good basketball team, but if you look online and try and find any scores, they're few and far between, so you don't really know what they're going to bring to the table. So, yeah, I would think, Louisiana with a good win last night in overtime over Winfield, those are the top 2 teams probably in that district, with the wild cards of Brentwood and Luther North, and what do they really have. You mentioned it. We actually talked about it in the post-game interview after they won the Bowling Green tournament. 2 years ago they were brand new, young, had a bunch of guys coming back, and then 3 guys didn't play his second year, which would have been key players, and so they kind of had to regroup again in the second year. And these guys that are out here now, they've stuck with him all 3 years, and now they're reaping the rewards of doing that. And they're a pretty solid team all around. They can shoot the 3, they can penetrate, they got a little size inside, they play man-to-man defense all over the place. So they're kind of the real deal right now.
18-4, it speaks to that they can play a lot of different types of basketball games.
Right, and we've seen them come from behind. In the Bowling Green tournament, they were down to Winfield, and I'm talking in the second quarter about them going to get blown out and it'd be over with, and the next thing you know, in the third quarter, they've turned that around and come back and end up winning that game actually fairly easily before it was all over with.
The Bowling Green tournament champion, Elsberry Indians, taking on the Bowling Green Bobcats tonight. We'll talk about our keys to the game when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, True Manufacturing, and Aloha Wood-Fired Pizza.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And our keys to the game for Elsberry and Bowling Green.
Well, it's no secret. Everybody knows what everybody's all about this late in the year, and Bowling Green's no secret. And you said you had a brief conversation with Craig Smith about it when you first got here. They don't have anybody that they can rely on from deep, from outside. They are big, they are physical, they crash the boards, they play good defense. If you let them in the paint, offensively they will beat you. Elsberry, on the other hand, they can play any number of ways. They can press, they can go up and down. Their key tonight will be the key for everybody that plays Bowling Green is keep them out of the lane. And if they can do that, their chances go up dramatically. For Elsberry, they've got to keep Kyle Turnbull in the game.
Yes.
He's their big guy inside. He can block shots. He averages in double figures, almost averages a double-double actually. And, of course, they like to penetrate as well with Caden Kinsler and Deshaun Dotson. They like to go the hole just like Bowling Green does. So Bowling Green's challenge is going to be somewhat similar. They're going to have to stop the ball on these breaks because Elsberry will take the break and go with it if they've got a chance. And if they don't get back on D and stop the break, Dotson and Kinsler are going to go to the bucket and score. I mean, Dotson's averaging almost 10 a game, and Kinsler at 18 a game. So those are the keys for both of these teams defensively. And if Bowling Green could happen to do something to have a guy or two make some shots from the outside and loosen things up in the inside, they'd have a really good chance to upset the Indians.
The pride of this Bowling Green team has been their defense. That's been the most impressive part. That's what's kept them in games this season. And actually, talking to Craig Smith, he said that's why Jace Eskew has stuck with the varsity team after Charlie Bowen went down and the other roster moves, is because of his defense. He can defend at this level, and he's going to be an important part of this team. And getting back to the point about the shooting, you know, Braden Heinecker has that ability to step out, but he loves to drive the lane so much that he doesn't put him himself in those positions to shoot.
And Eskew brings a little bit of that element too. We saw in the Bowling Green tournament, he's got the ability to make something from the outside. The problem for Bowling Green this year has been consistency. They haven't had anybody that you can count on that's going to make, and I'm not talking three-pointers necessarily. I'm just talking about shooting it from 15 feet and back to where you can loosen up. Most of the teams are trying to play zone on Bowling Green, which will be interesting. Elsberry likes to play that 1-2-2 or 3-2 zone a lot, and they'll play man some too. So it will be interesting to see what Caleb Johnson's got in store for the Bobcats as well.
Those are our keys to the game. Starting lineups coming up on the Eagle 102 pregame show.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, PJ Salon, and Center Locker Service.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starting lineups for this ball game. First for the Bowling Green Bobcats, a game under 500 at 8-9, but they have won 3 in a row, like you said, coached by Craig Smith. They'll start a junior at 5'8", number 0, Brandon Gamm. Senior at 6'2", number 12, Braden Heinecker. 6'4", senior, number 15, Adam Twellman. Number 34, a 6'4" senior, Seth Huber. And rounding out the starting 5 is number 35, a 6-foot senior, Caden Chandler. For the Elsberry Indians, 18-4 on the season, coached by Caleb Johnson. They'll start number 2, a 5'8" junior, Bryce Irving. Number 3 gets a start, a 6'1" junior, Evan Wilson. Number 11, a 5'10" junior, Caden Kinsler in the starting 5, as well as number 14, a 5'11" junior, Deshaun Dodson. And finally, number 23, a 6'3" junior, Kyle Turnbull gets the start. So again, for Bowling Green, it's Gamm, Heinecker, Twellman, Huber, and Chandler. For Elsberry, it's Irving, Wilson, Kinsler, Dotson, and Turnbull. And those are your starters for each side tonight.
Well, and one of the interesting things about those starting lineups is you see the difference between a team that has been doing well, going well, got a good record, everybody knows their role. In Elsberry, they've had the same starting lineup every game that we've seen them. Bowling Green, they've switched it up again tonight. Got a few different guys in the starting lineup, so they're still trying to find that best combination to start the game for them. And I mean, that's just a perfect example of what we talked about in the pregame.
Getting ready for on-court introductions and the national anthem. We'll take a break, come back with basketball after this on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice and all parts.
8 minutes on the clock. Players about to be introduced on the floor. Again, Elsberry girls won on the road at Wright City tonight, 45-37. And the JV boys game here went to Bowling Green, 45-32. And actually was watching that Elsberry girls game. They only led by 3 and gave up 19 first half points to Wright City. So that team has kind of been on shaky water, but are still finding ways to pick up victories.
Well, and they won last night against Bowling Green. Was that overtime?
It was an overtime game.
Yes, for some reason, some of these schools in EMO play varsity games. Other schools play JV varsity and play them on different nights. And Elsberry does that fairly regularly. I think Montgomery County does the same thing. North Callaway. A little different than what we see up north when everybody plays varsity. Speaking of the Clarence Canyon Conference and the likes up there.
I like the varsity.
I do too. I mean, travel-wise, it's not doesn't make a difference because if you don't do that, you're gonna play a JV game on a Thursday night or on a Monday night like last night and play varsity night. So travel doesn't matter. I don't know if they're doing it for the crowd, so the JV kids have some people come to the games to watch. I don't know what the rationale is behind it. That'd be a good question for one of our athletic directors.
We'll have to ask that at some point. And then you got the nights where you got 4 games going on in 2 different gyms, and that's kind of my least favorite.
Right, and Elsberry doesn't have that opportunity because they don't have another a second facility capable of doing that. So that's part of it too. Some of the schools that don't have that ability do the 2-night deal.
Teams in the circles. Heidecker against Turnbull, and it's one back. Bowling Green ends up with the ball as Twellman picks it up and hands it to Gam. We're underway here at Elsberry High School. Varsity men's basketball tonight on KJFM to the near side. Here's Twellman with it.
Elsberry comes out in a 2-3 zone to start.
Back to Heidecker to Twellman again, bound to the baseline, now center of the lane. Little scoop pass to Heidecker, and his shot goes over the defender and in.
High arcing shot from about 6 feet.
And we're going back the other way. Elsberry, their first offensive possession. 30 seconds into this ball game, trailing by 2.
Bowling Green's going to play a 1-2-2 zone, give Elsberry a little bit of their own medicine, huh?
Dodson has it. Hands it off on the far side for Evan Wilson. Back to Deshaun Dodson. Dodson over to the far side. Shot from just inside the 3-point line, rims out, no good. And the rebound picked up by the Bobcats. Heidecker with it.
Kind of start Bowling Green looked for.
Here is Heidecker out high. Works it down low, nice inside pass, but found himself on the wrong side of the basket, did Seth Huber, and couldn't hit the reverse. Elsberry back the other way, center of the lane, and we're going to have a reach-in foul called against Gam.
Gam, in the couple of games I've seen, has a tendency to get into some foul trouble.
Whistled for the first foul of this game. Set to inbound is Kinsler. Tried to work it back out top, did the big man, Kyle Turnbull. Now they do. It's Dotson for three. That one a little long. And the rebound out to the far side and picked up by Caden Kinsler. They'll reset the offense. With it is Evan Wilson. To the far side for Bryce Irving. Irving drives. That shot rolls over everything. Put back no good, but a foul is going to send Kyle Turnbull to the line.
Well, we talked about Kyle Turnbull being on the glass, averages 13.1 and 9.8 rebounds a game, almost a double-double. Shoots it at a 72% clip from the free throw line.
Foul goes against Seth Huber, his first, team's second. And the first free throw is good.
Done some work on the gym down here since you and I have been here last. Looks nice.
Yeah, floor they did a couple years ago. Nice clean white walls on three sides as Turnbull ties the game.
1-2-2 pressed by Elsberry. Kind of a token press that time.
Game with it for the Bobcats to Twellman on the far side. Let's get past the near side to Heidecker. Back now for Gam. He has it tipped and taken away. And here comes Elsberry back the other way. Dotson too hard off the glass, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch, I believe, by Turnbull.
Yeah, missed a wide open layup. Went up on the left-hand side with the right hand and couldn't convert it.
Twellman across the line. Bounce pass to Heidecker in the far corner. Forced to pass inside. Bowling Green lucky to keep possession. Here's Gam for three. He's long. Rebound out to the near side and picked up by Gam. To Heidecker. Out high for the Bobcats. To the far side for Gam. Lobs it to Twellman near side. Down low. Shot no good for Seth Huber, and Elsberry comes away with it.
I've been partially blocked by Wilson that time.
That one just missed everything. Actually, they're going to say Bowling Green partially blocked it. So
yeah, Irvin went up in a crowd, kind of forced it. Not a very good shot selection there that time.
But the Indians keep possession, and here's Turnbull. Not high, around to Dotson, now into the corner. Caden Kinsler gets it down low to Turnbull, and a foul on the floor against the Bobcats. Their third personal already.
That's going to be on Huber. That'll be his second. Immediately up off the bench, Jackson Charlton in for Bowling Green, sporting a headband.
Kinsler to inbound. Gets it on the far side, and it's taken away by Gam, and a nice save by Gam after he took it.
Yeah, behind the back, threw it back in play, and Adam Twellman able to corral it.
Heidecker gives up his dribble, now gives it to Gam on the far point. Trying to work it down low, and it's taken away by Kinsler. Up the floor to Dotson off the glass, and Elsberry has their first lead.
That time Dotson converted the layup. Right-handed to the right side.
Bowling Green pass tipped and taken again. Here's Kinsler to the hoop. He's too hard off the glass. Rebound taken away by Twellman. That's what you're going to get out of Bowling Green. Football toughness.
Well, and if Elsberry can make a layup, they'd be out by 6 or 8.
Here's Heinecker. On the near side, has it tipped away and out of bounds. We'll stay with the Bobcats, and we'll see Owen Niemeyer for the first time. We'll also get our first look at Jace Eskew tonight. We talked about him in the pregame show.
Just a freshman, I believe, isn't he?
Jace is. Backcourt for Niemeyer as the Bobcats try to spark something offensively. Eskew. Back for Charlton to the far side. Tried a little give and go, did Heidecker, and it hit Jackson in the side of the face. Elsberry takes over. Here's Kinsler. He has his pass taken away by Caden Chandler.
Tried to bounce pass it in. Good defense, and that was backcourt.
Very close.
As SQ stepped on in the center court line after he'd crossed the front court. The official missed it.
Ball goes to the floor, and Elsberry's going to get it anyway.
Turnover number 5 on Bowling Green, but the good news is Elsberry hasn't been able to do anything with but one of those turnovers.
Here's Deshaun Dotson.
Bowling Green in a man-to-man now.
Eli Gladney getting ready to check in for Elsberry. Here's Irving with it. Out high for Dotson. Free throw line, Kinsler, back to Irving. Irving cut off from the baseline. He'll get it back out to Kinsler. Now Dotson on the far point. 5 minutes gone in this opening quarter. It's 4-2 Elsberry. Low scoring start to this one. Turnbull tries to work his way to the hoop. He does.
Went baseline as the defense gave it up, and he made it to the glass for the layup.
Askew with a little trouble in the backcourt. Gets it back to Charlton. Now the ball goes to the floor. Irving picks it up. He's squirming around with it. That was called a travel in the JV game.
I told you I didn't think these officials were ready for what was going to get ready to happen in this game, and I might be right.
2:22 to go in the opening quarter. 6-2 Elsberry. As that shot from Kinsler misses and is batted out of bounds.
Heidecker gave him a good chuck on the rebound, no whistle.
Evan Wilson checks out as Eli Gladney comes in.
Eli brings some toughness into the game for Elsberry.
Across the line, here come the Bobcats. That shot too hard off the glass. Tip up, Heidecker no good. Another Bowling Green offensive rebound. A little hook shot there for Caden Chandler, and he gets his first 2 points of the night. And it's a 2-point game. Here's Dotson. Near side, minute 55 to go. A three, that one rattles down from the near side. Gladney
just in the last 2 or 3 games has made a number of threes after I made a statement that wasn't his forte.
Back the other way. Bowling Green off the glass is good. That's Niemeyer's first 2 off the bench tonight. And it's a 9-6 game. Timeout on the floor. Bowling Green took it. Minute 39 to go in the first on Eagle 102.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports is on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital and Cellular and Satellite Center.
9-6, Elsberry leads early going. Minute 39 to go in the first here from Elsberry High School. It'll be the Indians' ball on the far end of the floor. Here comes Irving to Dotson. Dotson into a double team, gets it back to Irving. He finds a little bit of room and then loses the handle, and we're going to have a foul against the Bobcats. Ooh. That ball was about loose.
Pretty close, wasn't it?
Tough call for Caden Chandler to take.
Nate Crumpwitty in the game for Bowling Green now. SQ will get a rest.
Here's a three from the near side. That one rims out for Gladney after he hit his first attempt. Niemeyer up the floor for the Bobcats. Has the ball tipped. Goes to the floor. Boy, he puts the body on the line, and we're going to have a foul called against the Indians.
Bryce Irving on a pylon.
Yeah.
I guess would be the best way to describe that as he jumped on top of Niemeyer. He'll take a seat. Wilson returns for him. Up into the game, Gunnar Bryant for the first time for Bowling Green. Caden Chandler will get a rest. Nope, now they're going to change it to Heidecker.
And Chandler will inbound to Niemeyer. Back to Chandler. Free throw line, gets it back. Here's a three from the top, off the glass. And good. Jackson Charlton with the tray to tie it at 9.
Looks like a swoosh in the scorebook tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Gets it to Twellman, and he travels. Colby Twellman just into the ball game.
Tried to go in amongst the trees, gave him a head fake, but shuffled his feet in the process.
Final 50 seconds of the first quarter here from Elsberry High School. Here's Niemeyer with it to the far side. It's knocked out of bounds by the Indians.
Went off the shin of Deshaun Dotson that time.
Niemeyer sets up near the center stripe, and he'll get the ball for the Bobcats. Niemeyer to the baseline for Gunnar Bryant. He lost control, and we're going to have a tie-up, and the arrow favors the Indians.
Turnover number 7. It really hasn't affected Bowling Green much, as Elsberry has not been able to convert them to points.
Dotson across the line, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. He gives it to Twellman. And here's a 3 from the top of the key, and that one's good. Evan Wilson with the tray. Second tray for the Indians here in the first quarter. It's 12-9.
Nice little pick and pop that time by Elsberry.
Work it down to the baseline and out of bounds. Back to Elsberry. Another turnover by Bowling Green.
Now, the Bowling Green big guys got to understand in this game they can't bring the ball down because Louisiana's got a bunch of little guards that are going to chop it up if they do, and that's actually what's been happening.
Down to 6 seconds. Dotson, corner. Gladney back up top. Here's a flailing 3 at the buzzer by Wilson. Fell far short as the buzzer sounded. 12-9. The Indians lead the Bobcats after 8 minutes. Back with the second quarter after this on KJFM.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repairs. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Fun opening 8 minutes here from Elsberry, and the Indians lead the Bowling Green Bobcats 12-9. Mark Froenig, Jim Ross, and Jim, good crowd here for a men's only game with the girls on the road. Pretty much, I'd say 3/4 full here.
Yeah, good crowd. And, entertaining first quarter they've been fortunate enough to watch.
It'll be Bobcat ball to start the second quarter. And Twellman back into the ball game will inbounds for Bowling Green. To Gam.
Gam back in as well.
Chandler with it.
As is Heidecker.
Tried to force a pass. Heidecker got it, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. I think that's going to be on Gladney.
Gladney or Wilson. Looks like they'll choose Gladney, his first.
He gave him the little belly bump there from behind.
Second team foul on Elsberry. 4 for Bowling Green.
Inbound pass tipped. And Chandler let it go out of bounds. So Twellman will try from the corner.
Elsberry still in the 2-3 zone.
They come all the way out to Gam near the center circle. For Adam Twellman. Twellman, free throw line. Chandler finds his way through, but he traveled.
9th turnover.
He dipped his shoulder. It was a good move, but he never put the ball on the floor. 30 seconds gone here in quarter number 2. Still 12-9 Elsberry. Kinsler for Turnbull. Turnbull over to the far side for Gladney. Now into the corner for a 3. That one rims out. And the rebound out of bounds, last touched by the Indians.
Wilson had another pretty good look from the corner that time. Defense closed him out fairly nicely.
Here come the Bobcats with Chandler. Holds it high. To the corner now for Heidecker. Back to Caden Chandler. Gam to Twellman on the far side. Heidecker going to step out for a 3. That one's no good. Rebound tipped around, and Kinsler comes away with it, and he's fouled.
will be on Gam, I believe, his second. Sean Dotson will return. Kinser will take a seat.
Niemeyer back off the bench. He'll probably take Gam's spot at the next whistle.
2-3 zone this trip by, well, actually it is a man. It looked like a 2-3, but they're playing man.
On high, Turnbull to the near side. Kyle has it again. He's thinking about driving, cut off nicely by Bowling Green. To the near side for Evan Wilson. Wilson for Dotson. Dotson tries to go over everyone, just pushes a shot off the glass and in.
Little runner, he's got good at that over the last year.
Makes it a 14-9 Elsberry lead. And we're going to have a little hand check foul there on Irving, his second.
Kincher will come back in. And for the first time, Gavin Reller for Elsberry as well.
Gam takes a seat as Niemeyer comes back in. And Owen with it for the Bobcats. To Twellman, he'll try a three. That one over everything. Turns into a pass to Heidecker, who comes in from nowhere and scores.
Right man, right spot.
Kinsler goes against Niemeyer. Just made himself some room. Couldn't get the first shot to fall. Second shot's partially blocked, and here comes Bowling Green.
Gunnar Bryant with a good interior defense that time.
Niemeyer to the far side. That's knocked out of bounds by Dotson. Elsberry's always got a hand in there, don't they?
Very good at muddying up the passing lanes with their arms extended.
Heidecker. Long pass for Adam Twellman. Twellman out high, gave up his dribble. Ball tipped and taken by Dotson. He's off to the races. To the hoop and in. Deshaun Dotson. And a timeout taken by Bowling Green. 16-11, they trail Elsberry here in the second quarter. 5:30 to go on Eagle 102.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown's Smokehouse Meats.
Second timeout taken by the Bobcats. 5:30 to go here in the second quarter. They trail Elsberry on the road 16-11.
That is the biggest lead of the game so far for either team.
We saw the road jerseys in the Bowling Green tournament for the Bobcats. I like those black jerseys with the script Bobcats on the front.
Yeah, I just think it's got to have some white around those numbers to make those numbers jump off the uniform instead of that gray. You like that gray, though.
I do. I think that's, is that gray or is it a little like Bobcat skin tone or a little brownish maybe, or a tan? I don't know.
I don't know. Now you're stretching things.
Lob down to Gunnar Bryant, and he's fouled. We'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Gonna call that on Turnbull. Not a whole lot there that time as he had his hands up.
Stops the clock with 5:14 to go. And a 5-point Elsberry lead. Make it a 4-point lead.
First free throws of the game for Bowling Green. Back in is Caden Chandler for Charlton.
And the second one rattles home as well. It's a 3-point game. Elsberry with the lead. Roughly 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Kinsler tried to cross court that one and hit Turnbull.
Yeah, should have been a turnover, and Twellman and Bryant kind of ran into each other as they both collapsed on the ball, and it went off of them out of bounds.
Gladney with it, out high for Wilson. Wilson hands it off for Kinsler. Kinsler scoops it back to Gladney over to the far side now. And to Caden Kinsler again. Over to the far side for Gavin Reller. Kinsler may have got away with a walk a minute ago. To the near side now for Wilson. There's a three from the corner, and that one's good.
Gavin Reller with his first three-pointer of the game. I saw him practicing from the corner. That must be his shot.
19-13. Biggest lead of the night at 6. Here's Heinecker to the free throw line. They kick it out. Niemeyer had his three partially blocked. Reverse layup on the rebound for Gunnar Bryant. His first points from the field.
Bowling Green's best offense of late has been missing threes and crashing the boards.
Right. There's Kinsler back the other way to Wilson. Now near side for Gladney. Here's a three from the far side. That one's no good. And the rebound taken away by Gunnar Bryant. Up to Twellman. He was on the wrong end of a 2-on-1 and passed it off, and Bowling Green gets the bucket.
I believe that was Niemeyer, wasn't it?
I believe it was.
Nice finger roll move. And Turnbull actually got a piece of it on the way up. Still went in the hoop.
Had enough English on it, and it's a 2-point Elsberry lead. Reller to Kinsler. Step out for a three. That one misses. Wide to the right.
Wilson's not a on-the-move three-point shooter. He's a spot-up guy.
That one threw everybody to the far side, and Bowling Green keeps possession.
Right between the legs of one of the Elsberry players.
Niemeyer was already back on the defensive end, had to come back into the play to run the point. Now it's taken away. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Reller back up top to Kinsler. Back to Reller. Three ball wasn't there. He gives it to Gladney. Now back up top. Gladney with it again. On the near point. Pass tipped by Niemeyer. Taken, and he's knocked to the floor.
Call that on Wilson. That'll be his first.
Gladney upset after that pass. He knew what he did.
He and Wilson will both come to the bench as Dotson and Irving return.
Down high for Niemeyer to the near side. Twellman all day to shoot that three. It rims out, and the rebound grabbed by Kyle Turnbull. Hands it off for Bryce Irving. Irving to Dotson to the far side now. And we're going to get the charge. Drop the shoulder. Kinsler doesn't like the call.
Be the first on Kinsler.
2:18 to play in the second quarter. 19-17, Elsberry leads. Bowling Green with the ball. They could tie or take the lead with the three. Twellman, turnaround shot. That one off the back iron and out. Easy rebound for Turnbull, and here comes Kinsler. Kinsler to Irving. Irving tried to go around everybody. It's tipped away by Heinecker and saved. Gunnar Bryant tried to go through four players, lost control, and it's picked back up by Kinsler. End-to-end action. He goes to the floor, gets a pass to the near side for Reller, and a timeout taken by Coach Caleb Johnson and the Indians. They lead Bowling Green here in the second quarter, 19-17, minute 43 to go in the half on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
19-17, minute 43 to go in the half. Elsberry leading Bowling Green here at Elsberry High School.
Well, Bowling Green's got this game right where they want it, low scoring, and a rock'em sock'em, knockdown drag out.
Irving with it off the timeout. Dotson over to the far side. Here's the three. That one off the mark, and Gunnar Bryant, an athletic rebound there. Niemeyer, pass ahead for Twellman. Feeds. That shot no good. And the rebound taken away. Oh, and then taken back. Chandler had it. Did the volleyball stuff there.
As Kinsler tried to save it in bounds.
There it is. Kinsler is shot short, and the rebound picked up by Owen Niemeyer. 1:04 to go here in the first half. Niemeyer coast to coast. We're tied. Owen starting to look more like himself coming off that foot injury.
Yep, got a little more fluidity to his game, doesn't he?
Just his stride looks better. Now a pass has to be tracked down by Turnbull, and we're going to have a foul called against Caden Chandler. With 43.6 seconds to go in the half.
That'll be his second.
Both teams with 6 fouls. So any more fouls, we'll be shooting 1-and-1s here in the first half. That one kind of opened up that time for Kyle Turnbull, and he got an easy bucket. He's got 6 points.
Really the first space Elsberry's had in this game in the half-court offense.
Work it to the baseline. Gunnar Bryant, that jumper is just a little bit short, and here comes Elsberry trying to add to that 2-point lead. Back for Kinsler. They're going to play for the final shot. To Dotson. Down to 9. Deshaun Dotson surveys the scene. Kicks it to Kinsler. Kinsler goes past Gunnar Bryant and scores. And it's going to be a 23-19 lead for the Elsberry Indians after 2 quarters here from Elsberry High School. Back with the halftime show in a minute on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Pretty good first 2 quarters of basketball here from Elsberry as the Indians lead the Bowling Green Bobcats by 4 at the break, 23-19. You could say they're lucky to be leading by 4, but you could also say they should be leading by even more at this point. The shooting's been kind of cold, but Bowling Green's played good defensively.
They have. It's been a rock'em, sock'em, knockdown, drag out. You hit it right on the head. They held Elsberry's leading score to 2. So defensively, they got to be thrilled about that. However, they turned it over 13 times, and miraculously, Elsberry missed, 3 or 4 maybe layups early in this game, or this would be quite a different score than what we're seeing right now. But you got to convert them, right? And it's gone about as good as Bowling Green could hope for. The score's on a mid-40s pace right now, which is where they want it. Elsberry wants it in the high 50s or low 60s. And, the first half's gone okay. Nobody really in any foul trouble. 3 guys with 2 for Bowling Green and only 1 guy with 2 for Elsberry. So they can let it go here in the second half.
And those 2 points for Kinsler came on the final shot of the first half.
Exactly.
So really you held them scoreless for pretty much the entire first 2 quarters of this game. I don't think that's going to be the case in the second half.
Well, as you go to the locker room, if you're Elsberry, you look at it and go, look, we turned them over 13 times. We didn't convert layups. Our leading scorers got 2. He averages 18.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to hope that, for Elsberry anyway, that those balls start going in on the layup end of it, and Kinsler's going to get his eventually.
Exactly. 23-19. Elsberry leads Bowling Green by 4 after 2 quarters. We'll look at the first half scoring for you after this on KJFM.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
The most complete coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
23-19, Elsberry leads Bowling Green here from Elsberry High School after 2 quarters. And let's take a look at first half scoring.
Well, as you might suspect, with the low score in this game, nobody in double figures. Let's take a look at Bowling Green first. They're led by Owen Niemeyer with 6, 4 each for Braden Heidecker and Gunnar Bryant, 3 for Jackson Charlton and 2 for Caden Chandler. Bowling Green only went to the line twice. They were 2 for 2, but they turned it over, as we mentioned, 13 times. Elsberry, they were led by Deshaun Dotson and Kyle Turnbull with 6 each. 3 apiece for Evan Wilson, Eli Gladney, and Gavin Reller, all those on 3-point shots, and 2 for Caden Kinsler. Elsberry only went to the line twice as well. They were 2 for 2. They took care of the basketball a little better as they just turned it over 5 times. Elsberry led. Their biggest lead was 6. Bowling Green led this by 2 early on, about midway through the first quarter, and haven't led since.
Do you have any of those confetti guns? We had a perfect shooting free throw half.
Yeah, no doubt.
And it was only 4 for 4, but between the 2 teams. But that's something to celebrate in high school basketball.
Absolutely, because we've had some games that would have been gone in the first 10 seconds of the game.
Exactly. 29-13 as the teams come back on the floor. We'll take a break, come back with second half action after this from Elsberry on Eagle 102.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Now, before we get into third quarter action, one district has been seeded already, and this one's going to be played over at Sturgeon, I believe. And it features the Van Far Indians and Lady Indians, Clopton Hawks and Lady Hawks, and the Silex Owls and Lady Owls. And
you can't get there from here, by the way, to Sturgeon.
You can't?
There's no good way to get
there.
No,
there's no good way. Helicopter. That's the good way.
We may need one of those.
If we could get a KJFM traffic copter.
Air evac.
Yeah. I don't want to ride in one of those. I figure I'm going to be riding. Riding in one sooner or later anyway. But on the boys' side of that bracket, Cairo got the number 1 seed and the only opening round bye. So the 2-7 matchup will be Clopton and Paris, and the 3-6 will be Sturgeon and Silex. 4-5 will be Van Far and Community R6. So pretty interesting boys bracket for that Class 2 District 5 tournament. And then on the girls' side, Community R6 got the only opening round bye as the 1 seed. The 2-7 will be Cairo and Paris. The 3-6 will be Silex and Sturgeon. And the 4-5 will be Clopton and Van Far. And that district will actually get going on a Saturday with Clopton and Van Far playing at 2 o'clock, Silex and Sturgeon at 5 o'clock on Saturday the 19th. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Right, interesting time. 3 hours between the games.
Yeah, somebody's going to have a nice break.
Right.
You go for it, Marianne. 23-19.
Darn, I have to work at the
so
bank.
do I.
I have to work at the bank that day.
23-19, Elsberry leads by 4 after 2 quarters, and we've got everyone in position except for the officials.
They are nowhere to be found.
This is a rarity here. Someone's going to look for him, I think.
Well, actually, whoever the game manager is, which usually is the AD, could be the principal tonight.
Well, the AD
should have gone to get him.
Yeah, the AD had a girls' game down at Wright City.
So I would guess it was the principal.
They finally got him out of the locker room. You know, you said it. The lady running the clock hit the buzzer 3 times with the was that the 3-minute warning?
Right.
And then did the and then said, what did she say after that?
Let's go Blues.
Exactly.
And banged her hand on the score table. Let's go Blues. Thursday night.
Back from the All-Star break. You see Jordan Kairou's performance All-Star weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Fastest skater competition, and then scored 2 goals, had 3 assists for the Central Division, although they lost. And there's an offensive foul to start the second half against Elsberry.
And the only guy with 2 for Elsberry in the first half now has 3.
And quickly off the bench is Eli Gladney. So Bryce Irving in some foul trouble here early in the second half. 15 seconds in, he's sitting on the bench. Bounce pass to the free throw line for Bowling Green, and they'll just take the shot. That was way too long for Seth Huber. And Elsberry, uncontested rebound to the near side. Here's Dotson to the corner for Gladney. Tried to get it down low, and out of bounds, they say, is Seth Huber.
3 defenders collapsed on Turnbull that time when he got the ball at the block.
That's how you neutralize a guy that size with that ability. A triple team. Kinsler to inbound, comes all the way out high to Dotson. Still 23-19. Here's a 3 from the far side. That one's good. Uh-oh. Caden Kinsler just woke up.
We'll look to get on track here in the second half, maybe a little bit.
Makes it 26-19. Here's a 3 for Gam. That one rims out, and the rebound off of the Bobcats out of bounds. Ooh, they're going to say there was some extra touch in there by Elsberry.
Say Wilson came over the top. Wilson's shaking his head going,
I'm not that good of a jumper. Here's Heinecker through the hands, and somehow Huber picks it back up. Shot from the baseline, no good. Heinecker steps inside for the rebound, and we're going to have a foul against Kyle Turnbull, his second.
Tried to block the shot from behind, and, 9 times out of 10, no matter how clean that is when you're coming from behind, you're going to get whistled for the foul.
Mm-hmm. Sends Heidecker to the line, and the first shot just shoots through the hoop for a point. The first point for Bowling Green.
Line drive?
Yeah.
2 of them.
A little more arc on that second one.
They count, though.
Exactly. Kinsler across the line, hands it off for Wilson. Evan Wilson holds it high, gives it back to Kinsler. Kinsler sneaks into the E at center court, now gives it to Dotson. Back to Kinsler. Caden back out. Dotson, long three. That one's good.
Well, it looks like Elsberry maybe at halftime figured out how to get some free space because they didn't have a whole lot of it to shoot in the first half. Dotson and Kinsler both had really open looks here early in the second.
Now a bad pass taken away by Gladney, but taken back by Heidecker. Heidecker through the lane. A lot of body contact there. Ball goes to the floor off the miss, and what are we going to have?
Not sure what he called.
A foul against Elsberry.
The official raised his fist on the rebound, but didn't blow the whistle. So, as I told you, I thought these guys might be a little bit over their heads in this physical affair. I'm pretty sure I was right.
Heidecker, far side. Trying to force one into Chandler, and it's taken away by Kinsler. Back the other way, off the glass. And 2 more for Caden Kinsler. He's coming alive here in the second half.
He goes the hole like a bull unless you stop him.
He's a big bull, too. Cool. Shot there off the front iron, no good. Turns into a pass to himself. Now they kick it out for Heidecker. His three's no good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul against the Bobcats.
Call that on Twellman. He's looking at what?
First foul on Adam Twellman. All of a sudden, a 10-point Elsberry lead at 31-21.
Niemeyer comes back in for Bowling Green. Heidecker will take a break.
First time we've seen a double-digit advantage, and then off the foot of Dotson out of bounds as he tried to turn the corner to the baseline.
Actually, it found some space underneath, but as you called it, dribbled it off his foot. Turnover number 7 on Elsberry.
Gam to the far side for Niemeyer. Put some fire on that pass to Twellman. Back to Niemeyer. Niemeyer baseline, and he traveled, yeah.
Had a couple little choppy steps in there that time before he made contact. Probably a good thing he might have picked up the charge as he ran over Turnbull as well. Little full court man by Bowling Green.
There's Dotson across the line. Works against Gam. Hands it off for Gladney, now Kinsler. Kinsler out high with it. Wilson to Turnbull, out beyond the arc, and he tried a spin move and lost it. Picked up by Caden Chandler to Gam, near side. Niemeyer just hands it back. Up and around to the far side. Twellman going to try the three, and that one off the mark, and the rebound all the way out to Gam. Now to Niemeyer, baseline. And that is thrown out of bounds. Trying for the save, Caden Chandler. I thought he was out of bounds before he threw it.
And I don't think it hit anybody, did it?
No, I don't think it did, and they're going to keep it with Bowling Green?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Niemeyer, he's blocked through some contact. Twellman shot's no good. Rebound comes out to the far side. It's picked up by Dotson. Getting a little messy here.
Yeah, this thing's going to turn into a free-for-all.
Turnbull fouled as he goes up. Hit the bottom of the backboard, but he'll shoot some free throws.
Foul, they're going to call it on Bryant, maybe? Nope, they're going to call it on Gam.
His third.
Down underneath. I didn't even see him under there. He was in there amongst the trees that time.
Yeah, he's the smallest guy on the floor. Heidecker getting ready to step back in. Turnbull hits the free throw, and it's an 11-point advantage. At 32-21. Second shot. Rims out, our first miss of the night. Gunnar Bryant the rebound.
Bowling Green needs a bucket here.
In a bad way. Niemeyer going to try and go all the way to the hoop. Didn't hit the backboard, and it's picked up by Turnbull. Passes it to the feet of Kinsler. He recovers.
Remember the Elsberry bounce pass.
Shot from the corner is good. Gladney a three. Bowling Green needs a timeout here.
And they've got one. Down by 14, 35-21.
3:54 to go in the third quarter on Eagle 102.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
35-21.
Did you have your hot dog?
I did.
Were they big ones?
They were the big
good
ones.
Awesome.
I asked before I bought.
Did you?
I was going to go
next
cheeseburger.
year we ought to rate the hot dogs at every concession stand because we eat one at every place we go.
Yeah, yeah.
Softball,
and
baseball, basketball, football.
You've got to come do the subcategories, the seasons, I guess. Football and softball season because that's outside.
Outdoor.
Yeah, I guess you'll throw baseball in there at the other end. But the indoor versus the outdoor hot dogs.
Now, at Louisiana, they don't serve that stuff anymore, but they used to. During basketball, they'd cook it outside too.
Yeah, yeah. And they were amazing. Whoever's in charge.
You and I are the hot dog connoisseurs. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Chuck Brandstetter was a good judge of that as well.
Was he a hot dog guy or cheeseburger as Bowling Green turns it over again?
I think he's more of a cheeseburger guy, except for at Louisiana.
He reminded me of Wimpy and Popeye. He always eat. Every time I looked at him, he was eating a cheeseburger.
Here's Gladney for three. Near point, no good. Put back, no good, but a foul is going to send Turnbull back to the line as Elsberry's really taking control here to start the second half.
Well, that's one of the things we talked about Turnbull in the Bowling Green tournament. He's getting a little better at it. Keep the ball above your head. He brought that down and got in the midst of a double team. If he had just kept it above his head, he would have got a free shot instead of the foul.
He made his first 3 free throws and now has missed 2 in a row.
Dotson will take a break. Irving will come back in with his 3 fouls for Elsberry.
Second shot. That one he hit. 36-21.
He's got 8.
Lob pass to the baseline. Now Bryant got himself in too deep. Hits the bottom of the backboard with what I'm assuming was a pass, and now we've got a foul on the far side.
Yeah, I think he was trying to throw that out front. Foul's going to be on Heidecker, I believe. Nope, they're going to call it on Niemeyer.
His first.
So Elsberry's made an adjustment at half and penetrating and kicking now as opposed to penetrating and shooting in a crowd by Niemeyer's no good. And let's see, Hubert and Chandler, they have 2 each.
And the next is no good. Rebound picked up by Charlton. Ball goes to the floor. Body's falling again, and it's tied up. And it's going to stay with Bowling Green with 2:22 to play in the third quarter.
Man, on the rebounds, you better be strong.
Mm-hmm. Out high. Niemeyer has his pass taken away by Turnbull. He's going to try and go coast to coast. Shot no good, but a foul.
That way with the travel, too. Here Coach Caleb Johnson's going, he traveled. Took a couple steps, jump stopped, and then Bunny hopped across the leg and still shot the layup. Heidecker with his first.
And the shot is good. So Turnbull shook off a couple of misses and is back to business from the line. And it's 39-21.
That's an in for Kinsler for Elsberry.
Second shot is good as well. 40 on the board now for Elsberry. They lead by 19 as this game was 23-19 just 6 minutes ago. That shot from the baseline is good. Gunnar Bryant.
In a crowd, he's got 6.
To the near side. Here's Bryce Irving. Irving, 2-turn ball. He's got a little room around Gunnar Bryant and fouled by Jackson Charlton.
That'll be his first. And Kyle Turnbull will go back to the line where he spent most of the quarter. Team foul on Bowling Green.
And the shot is good.
He's got 11 now. Twelman in, as is Crumwitty.
And the second shot good as well. 42-23.
In the game for Elsberry, Gavin Reller. Wilson will take a seat.
.42 or 41. Over to the far side. Here
we go again.
Yeah, right? Here's Heinecker, baseline. He dropped the shoulder. He's going to get called for the charge.
His second.
Minute 15 to go here in the third quarter. I'm going to go with 41-23. How about that?
Well, that's what they've got on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a second when I add this up. Of course, you and I both had 2 more in the Bowling Green tournament. They didn't listen to us.
Nope. That shot to the far side on the rebound and out of room is Bryce Irving. Probably a good decision there to not throw himself into the brick wall there.
Right, or take out a cheerleader.
Yep. High pass for Twelman. Works it to Gunnar Bryant on the baseline. His shot misses everything, and on the rebound, we're going to have a foul on Twelman.
And we'll walk to the other end and shoot free throws now.
Elsberry just getting better position than Bowling Green on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, they didn't do that in the first half. They are blocking out now. Looks like Gladney will be the recipient of the free throws. Sporting a new haircut, it looks like.
1-1.
Yeah, here's the first trip to the line tonight.
He misses the front half. Picked up by Seth Huber. He'll hand it off for Heinecker. With 45 seconds to go in the third, a third that has just completely belonged to Elsberry. Heinecker off the glass. No. Oh, he did get it to go.
Yeah, had a nice little English on that bad boy. And it drops in for the and one. Foul will go on Dotson, his first. 5th team foul.
Glad he checks out.
Kinsler returns.
And the three-point play makes it to 41-26. 35 seconds to go.
9 for Heidecker.
Here's Kinsler. Got away with a long Euro step there and is fouled.
And go on Bryant, his first. Kinsler will get 2. You could hear Craig Smith screaming about the drive. You could see it coming. It developed.
And Caden Kinsler's first shot in and out.
Did like a double 360. Spun out.
And the second shot is good.
Ben Dow into the game for Elsberry.
Bobcats are going to have their work cut out for them in the fourth quarter. Elsberry a huge third. Get it down low to Gunnar Bryant. He goes off the glass. Good passing play there by the Bobcats.
Yeah, good interior passing for the easy layup. Down to 10 seconds. Kinsler realizes it and speeds it up.
Far side. They'll kick it all the way back to Dotson, who leaves it for Kinsler. He has trouble, and they'll run out of time. 42-28. Elsberry leads Bowling Green after 3 quarters. Back with the fourth after this on KJFM.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter here, 42-28. Elsberry turned a 4-point halftime lead into what is now a pretty substantial 14-point lead. And it'll be Elsberry ball to start the fourth. Kyle Turnbull set to inbound. Bowling Green just getting back on the floor. 8 minutes on the clock, and here we go. Dotson with it in the backcourt for the Indians. Crosses the line, guarded by Gam. Hands it off now for Evan Wilson. Now to Caden Kinsler. Kinsler took his 2 points from the first half and exploded to start the third quarter. Really got him on track. Now the ball knocked away, and into the Elsberry bench is Wilson. I think everybody's okay.
19-9 scoring advantage for Elsberry. However, my scoring sheet adds up to 43.
Which would make me right.
Correct.
Okay. That makes me happy. I like being right. They work it around. Bowling Green does to Twellman, and he is tied up. Ooh. Got into the high rent district there, and Turnbull just reached in and grabbed half that ball.
The only problem with that is no one in the gym or at the score tables cares what we've got. The scoreboard says 42.
It's 42.
Heidecker missed, then took the rebound away from Turnbull and then threw it away.
Yep. Back the other way. Oh, flying through the air is Deshaun Dotson. He makes it 44-28.
Elsberry's got some speed, don't they?
Yes, they do. Gam to the near side for Heidecker. Kick it back through Chandler. Heidecker trying to force a pass inside, and it's off of Heidecker, out of bounds. Good work by Turnbull. And he never stopped working.
20th turnover of the game on Bowling Green.
Well, they had 13 at the half, so keeping that pace.
Yeah.
Kinsler. Now a three from the far side is short. Out to get the rebound is Bryce Irving. Kick back, Kinsler, three. That one's good. Just a big splash there from Kinsler.
He's got 11 now.
His second trade tonight. Here's a three back the other way for Heidecker.
The answers give him 12.
Pace picking up. Now it's taken away by the Bobcats. Blocked off the glass. Ball to the far side. Saved by Gunnar Bryant. And here's Heidecker with it. They'll set the offense. Work it down low. Gunnar Bryant. Reverse layup was blocked. And here comes Elsberry. And a blocking foul going to be called on Adam Twellman, his third. 5:47 to play. It's 47-31.
Irving will go to the line for the first time. He has not scored.
See if he can change that as Kinsler ties his shoe right behind him. And the first shot's no good.
63% for the line for Irving this year.
Niemeyer and Huber check back in for the Bobcats. Gunnar Bryant and Adam Twellman to the bench. And, yep, Heidecker came across the line early, but the shot went in. So he hits 1 of 2, does Irving. And it's 48-31.
Biggest lead for Elsberry is 19 in this game.
Heinecker to Niemeyer. Niemeyer just trying to force anything toward the basket. It's blocked back the other way. Off the glass and good is Irving.
This was a 4-point game at half, folks.
Yeah. And now it's 19. Bowling Green has been reeling here since the second half began. Here's Heinecker from the corner. That one's good.
He's found the range, though. A couple threes and a timeout on the floor.
We will take one as well. With 5:12 to go in the fourth, it's 50-34. Elsberry leading Bowling Green here from Elsberry High School on Eagle 102.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102, brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Veolia Landscape Supply, and a taste of Philly.
5:12 to play here in the third quarter, 50-34. Elsberry is really stretched out here in the second half on the Bowling Green Bobcats, and Elsberry will have the ball with just under 3 full minutes gone.
Remember about Elsberry, we haven't even mentioned tonight, is they have one senior in Eli Gladney.
He's been coming off the bench, had a pretty good three-point shooting first half. But this team can build on this season that's already produced 18 wins.
They're looking for some bigger and better things. They got to finish out the conference season first. They still have some tough games before the end of the season.
Niemeyer trapped on the far side, and a kick by Dotson will keep it with Bowling Green with 4:31 to play.
And Niemeyer's in a double team, picked up his dribble, nowhere to go.
Elsberry girls with a 12-point win earlier tonight at Wright City, 45-37. Bobcats working into the center of the lane. That shot rims out for Caden Chandler, and Gladney the rebound. Here's Dotson with it for the Indians to Gladney. That shot offline, and the rebound pulled away by Bowling Green. Here comes Niemeyer, and he's fouled. Actually, he was rejected, not just the ball.
Yeah, he ran into Gladney. Gladney didn't fall, but Niemeyer did. And Owen will get a couple of free throws. He's got 6 points so far tonight.
0 for 2 from the line.
We're down to 4 minutes to play in this ball game.
That one snuck through. And it's a 15-point game.
Bryant will return.
A lot of basketball left, 4 minutes. But Bowling Green going to have to score in bunches now.
Yeah, the problem is they're probably going to need to press to get back in this. I'm not sure they can press this quick Elsberry club.
Yeah, when Kinsler has a first move like that, all the way to the hoop and in. Caden Kinsler having a big-time second half.
Isn't he, though?
And out of bounds. Back to Elsberry. Another turnover for the Bobcats.
Kinsler had 2 at half. He's now got 13.
Kinsler again. To Dotson. And a timeout taken by Elsberry. With 3:31 to play, they lead Bowling Green 52-35 on KJFM.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice and all parts.
3:31 to play in the fourth quarter from Elsberry. And the Indians lead the Bowling Green Bobcats 52-35. This game was 12-9 Elsberry after one, 29-19 at the half, so just a 4-point game. 42-28 after three, and now 52-35 with 5.5 gone here in the, or 4.5 gone here in the fourth. Interesting spot for Coach Caleb Johnson to take a timeout there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's drawing up, but obviously he felt like there's a teaching moment in there somewhere.
Here's Dotson with it. Out high for Turnbull. Turnbull didn't pass it off. Now it goes to the corner. Here's Dotson for three. Rims out. Put back Gladney, no good. And on the second rebound, goes off of Elsberry out of play. And boy, Gladney's a fiery guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Or he just likes that padding on the stage.
Well, he doesn't direct it towards anybody but himself.
Yeah.
Self-deprecation is what it is.
Here's Charlton out high with it. Up and around to the far side. Twelman a three. That may have been partially blocked. Bowling Green picks up the rebound. Ooh, big collision there. No whistles. Niemeyer ends up on the floor. And here comes Irving. Back to Gladney. Gladney. And he's fouled. He was never under control. How do you not call anything on this end, though?
That's one of those where I don't know what to call, so I won't call anything.
That looked like it hurt. Let's go down here. Yeah.
Let's go the other way. It was certainly a collision for sure. Between Niemeyer and I believe it was Kinsler, wasn't it?
Gladney misses the free throw and puts out a clap that you could probably hear back to Eolia. Missed them both, and the rebound grabbed by Twelman.
Yeah, at this point, he just might want to take a little bit of a breath.
Yeah.
Deep breath, and he'll be all right.
Turnaround shot, Twelman. That one rattles down. 2 points for Adam Twelman, his first two tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Here's Kinsler, looking to burn a little clock here. Kicks it back out to Turnbull. Turnbull back to Kinsler. We're going to have a foul. And that one is on Jackson Charlton, his second.
And we'll shoot free throws the rest away for both teams.
Elsberry in the double bonus. Bowling Green in the bonus. That one long for Turnbull. He hasn't scored from the field here in the second half, but he's put in a lot of free throws.
Bunch of free throws, yeah. He's got 12 points. One below his average.
And the second shot is no good. Gunnar Bryant the rebound, ahead to Niemeyer. Owen Niemeyer from the baseline is fouled. He'll head back to the line.
Third foul on Turnbull. It may take a while to play this last 2-12.
Uh-huh.
Niemeyer will get a couple of free throws for his effort.
Foul was on.
It was on Turnbull.
Yeah. And the first shot is short. Second shot is short as well, and rebound picked up by Kinsler. Long pass ahead into the cheerleaders and up on the stage.
A little too tall. Turnbull let it go. They don't want Turnbull handling the ball anyway, you know.
Yeah.
He acted like a guard and then showed why he's not a guard.
Twelman for three. Misses everything, and the rebound picked up by Kinsler. And he's fouled, and will shoot some more free throws.
He got bumped out of bounds, I think, by Twelman. Is that his fourth?
It is.
Well, they say it's his fifth.
Okay. So Adam Twelman done for the night, just 2 points in this contest.
Kinsler back to the line. He'll get 2 as Bowling Green's over 10 on the fouls.
Nate Crumwoody back in the ball game for the Bobcats. And at the line, Caden Kinsler. Niemeyer checks out as well. First shot for Kinsler is good. 53-37, minute 51 to go. And he's long on that one. Crumwoody with the rebound for Bowling Green. Hands it off to Gam. Bounce pass now for Caden Chandler. Tried to go free throw line for Gam, and it's tipped and taken away. And he carried the ball, did Bryce Irving. And that turnover gives it back to the Bobcats with a minute 37 to play.
Turnover 8 of the half, 13 for the game for Elsberry.
Across the big ready at center court. Get it to Gam. Chandler, and he traveled.
Gave a nice head fake and got Turnbull up in the air.
Got himself off balance in the process, though.
That he did. That's turnover number 10 and a half, 23 in the game. Here goes Turnbull trying to play guard again.
Up the floor he goes into a double team and throws it away. Crumwoody with the steal.
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say he needs to stop that.
Ball almost taken away, and a foul finally whistled on Deshaun Dotson.
His second, and we'll go to the other end and shoot free throws.
Clock stops with a minute 13 to play.
Crumwoody's going to get to go to the line, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Nate hadn't scored tonight. He'll have a 1-on-1.
And the first one, no good. Rebound picked up by Kyle Turnbull.
Kyle says, I'm giving it up this time to a guard. Two times in a row, enough.
Kinsler going to drive to the basket. He's blocked out of bounds. He's going to stay with the Indians. Down to a minute 1 to play. Elsberry looking like they're going to pick up win number 19. Lots of substitutions. Gunnar Bryant checks out, probably for the final time tonight. Here's Kinsler. Try to pass it down low, and a big-time hip check there. And it's going to be a foul on Turnbull, his fourth.
It is.
I don't know if that was a big-time hip check or if Turnbull's just that much bigger and stronger than Crumwoody. But Nate will go back to the line. He just missed a front half of a 1-and-1 a moment ago. This time he hits it, earns the second. (53-38), Elsberry leads. Second shot, that one's good as well. Back up the floor is Irving. Spins at the baseline, kicks it back out. Here's the three, top of the key. That one off the mark, and the rebound picked up by Gam. Brandon Gam across the line, and another whistle. And that one will go on Dotson, his third.
I would beg them to just back off a little bit, huh?
Right. Gam looking for his first point tonight. It'll be a two-shot opportunity as Bowling Green into the double bonus. And the first one's good.
I'm pondering Elsberry's schedule. I'm going to go back and look at that.
Hit them both. Did Brandon. His first 2 points tonight. 41 seconds to go in this EMO conference game, and it's off of Dotson out of bounds. It'll be back to Bowling Green, who are only trailing by 12.
Yeah, it's not over with. Well, it is pretty much over with because they're out of time, but they have at least battled back.
Yeah.
We're talking about the schedule.
And now it's lost out of bounds by Huber.
You can play 16 games in 3 tournaments, so that's 9 games if you make it to the final night in 3 tournaments. That's 25, right?
Yeah.
Elsberry wins this. They're 19-4.
And they still have.
Don't they still have like 4 games to play? 3 maybe? Silex, Mark Twain, and Montgomery, I think. That's why I say I need to go back and look at the schedule. Must have something wrong in my brain.
I know the girls still have those games. I don't know if the guys still do also. And we're going to have a foul on Seth Huber as Kinsler just trying to wipe off this final 11 seconds.
In the waning seconds.
Or 14.4 seconds.
So he'll get a couple more free throws.
And he rattles the first one home. He had 2 points in the first half, and those came at the buzzer. Second half, totally different story, although he misses that one. And we're down to 10 seconds to go. Heidecker down to 7. And they're going to shoot at the buzzer, and that one's off the mark for Seth Huber. Our final score, the Elsberry Indians 54, the Bowling Green Bobcats 41. We'll be back with the postgame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Big second half for Elsberry, and they beat Bowling Green 54-41. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross back in the broadcast booth with you post game, and that was just an impressive second half by a team that should have been building a lead through the 4 quarters. They made the adjustment though, and stuck to the game plan in the final 2.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, we talked about it. Defensively, Bowling Green played well. Made the game what they wanted it to be, a rock'em sock'em low-scoring affair, and it was a 4-point game at half, as you mentioned. But Elsberry came out in the third quarter and figured something out, got some open 3-point looks and converted them. A 10-point scoring advantage for them in that third quarter, and then they never looked back from that point.
54-41, our final. We'll take a break, come back with final scoring numbers, and wrap things up from Elsberry after this on Eagle 102.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Area High School Sports is on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital and Cellular and Satellite Center.
Final on this one, the Elsberry Indians at home defeat the Bowling Green Bobcats 54-41. We've got our final scoring numbers tallied.
Yeah, you might check me on Bowling Green. I'm thinking I'm missing a couple, but I've got Heidecker for 15. He led them. 7 for Owen Niemeyer. 4 for Gunnar Bryant. 3 each for Jackson Charlton. Or actually just Jackson Charlton. And 2 each for Caden Chandler, Adam Twellman, Nate Crumwitty, and Brandon Gamp. 10 for 23 from the free throw line. They turned it over 24 times. For Elsberry, they're led by Caden Kinsler with 15, Deshaun Dotson with 11, Kyle Turnbull with 12, 8 for Eli Gladney, and 3 each for Bryce Irving, Evan Wilson, and Gavin Reller. Elsberry was 12 for 23 from the line, and they turned it over 15 times. They raised their record to 19-4. Bowling Green drops to 8-10.
And a 54-41 victory for Elsberry. Girls varsity, Elsberry defeated Wright City earlier tonight, 45-37. Looks like it was Marion County over Silex, 52-50 at Silex. So Marion County picks up their 16th win. That's a good win after a long trip for Marion County, as Silex has been playing pretty well as of late. Knox County over Scotland County, 48-28. What other scores did I see here? Mendon Unity over Liberty, 61-19. That was Mendon senior night. Not seeing a whole bunch of scores come through. On the ticker,
they're not so good about them in basketball as they are in football.
Well, there's less games, I think, isn't there?
Sure.
Usually?
Football?
Or it's more concentrated on Friday nights, you know,
right,
in the football season. You don't have to work quite as hard to get those things compiled. 54-41, our final. Elsberry over Bowling Green. Not sure what the schedule is the rest of the week, but of course you can find all the scores and any updates to our broadcast schedule on KJFMradio.com or by listening to Eagle 102 Sports tomorrow morning. And of course, keeping up on the Alexa enabled devices, our Facebook page, our YouTube page, our Instagram. Let's see, what else do we have?
Yeah, all that.
Are we on? Are we TikToking yet?
I don't think so.
We'll have to have April work on that.
Just
one.
try the old-fashioned radio too.
Yeah, you can do that too. Well, that's what I was saying. You know, with the listen to Eagle 102 Sports tomorrow. 54-41, our final for Jim Ross. And running in back at the station, Mark Fronick saying, see you for more basketball soon right here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of Area High School Sports on air at 102.1, online at KJFMradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio. You're listening to Eagle 102 KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, 102.1 on your dial, KJFM.